Hey guys, Dano91 here. Welcome back to my modded Minecraft survival let's play. And last episode we moved some nodes over here. So off camera, apparently a zombie's come over. Get rid of him. Off camera I decided to get a couple more nodes here. So we've got a air and aqua. We have a aqua and terra. And we've got these two, which were the Ignis, Audio, Terra, and Perditio and Ignis. So, Perditio, whatever. So we've got these four. This is actually all of the basic aspects. So we've got all six here, which is exactly what we need to make some sort of awesome super mega node, which is what we're going to attempt to do. So, there are a few different ways you can do it. One, you can just put two nodes next to each other. Say I moved those two closer. I think it's like 3 blocks, but don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. But if you have two nodes next to each other, they will start taking aspects from each other, draining it, and maybe occasionally taking one on themselves. So if I just left these two, this might get, I don't know, say 5 Ignis, but the rest would just be completely wasted, because obviously that would try and consume it eventually. But there are better ways to do it, which we will go into now. So I have actually done a little bit of research, basically just the one item that we need to do this. So, door, there we go. Yeah, so this item is the node stabilizer. So, firstly, it prevents the node from draining V from other nodes. That's all we need. Oh, and it also stops it being drained. All the other stuff, yeah, whatever, I'm not really bothered. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. So, we need a block of quartz, gold, piston, arcane stone bricks, and night ore. Okay. Not too difficult. Night ore is unresearched, actually, I believe. I don't actually think, no, we haven't done night ore, so we kind of need to do that. One other thing that we need to do is, I believe, the bricks. I'm not sure if we... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if we just know those. So, night ore. This should actually be relatively simple. It is. It's literally just that and that. So, instead of bothering, I'm just gonna, yeah. Also, you may notice I have quite a lot of the base aspects. I have been around, and if you look on here, I have found a couple of nodes. There are more, but those are the only ones that I'm really interested in for now. So, off camera, I'll probably go and pick those up and bring them back eventually, but for now, it's not too major. So, night ore. So we need glowstone. Oh, we need a crucible. Okay, so for that we need iron. No, keep forgetting that I do that. Right, we need iron. So just make a cauldron. We also need some netherrack. And do we actually have a flint and stuff? We do. God, I don't even know when we made that. So, pretty much, where should we put it? I guess here will do. Dig one down. Put that in. Set that on fire. Now, I believe lava is probably the best thing to use, but this is just, why not? We've got it, and it makes more sense that we're using fire to, you know, cook. So we've got that. I also would like to do this and grab a bucket, because we're going to need it over here. Also need our water sigil. Boop, boop, boop. And there we go. So you put water. No, that's wrong. Oh, crap. I'm breaking everything. Yeah. That was my bad. You don't do that. You don't do that at all. You put the cauldron down, right click it. Then it's a crucible. Now we can get the bucket of water. and put it in. So eventually that will start to bubble. You'll see it in a moment. There you go. As you can see, there are bubbles in the water. So we need some things to make this. So we need 3 fire, 3 lux, and 3 potentia, and some glowstone dust. So lux obviously is in torches. So we've got lux in that, and then I believe whatever, it wouldn't work. What was the other ones? Ignis and something else. Ignis and potentia. I can't remember. There is something. What about nether brick? We haven't even scanned it, let alone anything else. Right, so what happens if we put 1 nether brick in there? Because that should cook it up into the actual nether brick. And I believe that might actually have what we want. Right, so let's chuck that on the floor. I did chuck it on the floor, right? No, it wasn't in my inventory because that took it out. Okay. Yeah, so that's got fire. So what has potentia in it? And very small amounts. This I cannot remember. So let's have a look at our aspect guide, because this is quite good at telling us what stuff has got what in. Potentia. This is coal. Yeah, so that actually works better than that does. So yeah. So what we need to do is we need how much of each do we need per? I think we need 3, right? Yeah, 3 per. So it'd probably be better to do it in teams of 2. So that'll be what, for 6. So that's 2, right? So I just want to try this. So that should be 12. So that's what, 3, 6, 4. I hope. So if we chuck that in and that in, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We have 4 night ore, and there is nothing in the crucible. However, if we chuck this and this in before we actually do anything, as you can see, the crucible has some stuff in it. Yeah, potentia, ignis, and lux, and then we just go boop, and yeah. No, because there's another one. There we go. So the crucible does hold aspects, and obviously if you miss aspects, oh, hello. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that one. Oh my god, that's got air. Right, you have no idea. So I spent 20, 30, maybe even 40 minutes looking for an air node, forgetting that apparently I've got one in my base, and that's a very, very big air node, actually. 74, that's a lot. I'm a gigantic idiot. Gigantic idiot. Anyway, so we've got our night ore for what we need. Now, the other thing that we need is, what was it? This arcane stone brick. So to make this, we need arcane stone blocks. How do we make arcane stone blocks? Well, stone blocks and any shards. That's actually really easy. So any shard, that's probably the better one actually. And then some stone, right? Let's make, oh yeah, that might help. Right, yeah, because they need to be done in the arcane workbench, and I'm an idiot. So, I don't know how many we're actually going to make. Probably not a whole bunch, because we don't have that much V. We can make 18, and then hopefully we've got the V left to do this. Oh yes, it doesn't use anything like that. Okay. So we are going to need to drain some nodes to make this, because it needs 32 of each of those, which I believe we do not have. No, we have no in here. Luckily we've got all the nodes for it, hopefully, so I'll grab that real quick. We should have everything that we need now, and luckily the things out back, the nodes out back, did give me enough, hopefully. They gave me enough to at least make one, so I can kind of show you what it does. So we got those, and we have those. So we, well, obviously we can't have enough because our one doesn't hold 64, but we have enough for one node stabilizer, and that is actually enough for what we want to do. We don't technically need two. So I do want to get a lever. The only reason I want two is just for different purpose uses and things like that. So it's not major, but I may end up making another one off camera or something. But for now, let's actually sleep because it's night time. I also find that teleport pad really hard to find, so I might actually make it a little bit bigger at some point. Just put 9 down, so I won't miss it. So anyway, let's go and look at this node. We should have everything that we need, I hope. Right, where is it? Which one do we want? That one, that one. Suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's get these two going first. So I'm gonna put this underneath this one. Yeah, right. So when you put it down, it puts this little bubble around it. That basically stops anything from happening. You can turn it off fairly simply. And all we need to do now is place a teleposer there, why not? And go into our bag. Grab this stuff out. My inventory is very, very messy. Right click on that. Put that in there. Put the button there, and as we can see, our nodes are now together. So we can actually get rid of that because we don't need it anymore. So this will eventually start swapping aspects. However, as I recently said, I did actually drain some aspects out of there myself, so that's not going to happen. I want these to actually grow back to their full size, or at least big enough. So I'm going to leave them, and these ones, because these need to be refilled as well. But that's pretty much the process. Put them next to each other, make sure they're not in one of these, and they will just crossbreed. And what you do is say that the Ignis got down to, like, I don't know, 1, you would then turn this on, and the Ignis would go back up and give you more chance to actually put another point of Ignis into this. So you can do it either way, it's just that way is more efficient, a lot more efficient. So yeah, it's completely up to you which way you want to do it. And just a quick little recap on a couple of things. My essence is going relatively well. We're up to 8.1 million now, so you know we're getting close to it. Hopefully we'll be able to do the demon ritual soon. That will be so goddamn cool when we can. And the bees, well, these are just the same old bees. We do have a bit more BNA. We're at 1,860 now. And these bees are actually going relatively well. This was just diligent, so I guess it got re-cross-pollinated. which isn't the best actually, because I don't really want ancient queens, but whatever. So now we also have this as cultivated, and we also have this one as cultivated. So that's kind of cool. So we've got 2 cultivated lines, and these are just random bees that are doing whatever the hell they want to do. I don't actually know, I'm just mixing those randomly. So once I get purebred cultivated, I'm not going to worry too much about saving them, because obviously we've got the purebred that's making them. But for now, I'm just saving them, because you never know what could happen. It could go completely wrong and mess everything up. Also, we have so many combs now. I should really go and sort them out, but I mean, we've got a diamond chest. It's not going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, what does an ancient queen actually give us? I'm not too sure. I never actually had a look, or at least if I did, I can't remember. Right, ancient queen. Oh wow, that's stable. It gives us old comb. I'm not sure what that gives. And this can mutate into 2 different things. So that would be kind of cool to figure out what that was. Yeah. So it's going relatively well. I still need to get I think industrious and I can't remember what the other one is. Industrious and something. Yeah, I still need to get those 2, because I do want to start making alvearies. Once I do that, then we can seriously start using the genetics. But I'm okay at the minute, because we are just pumping pure raw DNA into a drum, getting it all backed up, and yeah, that's working relatively well. So yeah, things are going actually okay. And if we go back over to here, we should actually see that some of these have regrown. So this was at 9, so as you can see, it's gone back up to 13, which is a decent rise, and that one's gone back up to 11. So if I real quick open this, we should see at some point. Oh, did you see that? There we go. They are sparking each other, and as you can see, this has actually got 31 per D show now. That apparently zapped it off. Oh, and 30. So this, I believe, is the bigger node. And yes, as you can see, it's took the per D show. So the bigger node will always basically consume the smaller node. So this one being bigger than this one is always going to consume it. This one will never try and take any aspects from this one, because it's not strong enough to do it. So this is the node that we're feeding basically, and this is going to be our super node, hopefully. I could try and get a charged or an energized node or whatever it's called. They are better. They recharge a lot faster. And obviously for purposes like this, it would be... God damn it. That made me jump. These creepers. Yeah, for this purpose, a energized or charged or whatever it is node would be brilliant, because it would refill it faster, so we could refill our one faster, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There is a way around aspects and everything later down the line. I can't get to it yet. Well, I might be able to, but I don't want to. I want to get a decent sized node first. Maybe 100 in all 6 aspects. I don't know. But yeah, this is going really well. But as you can see, the Ignis is dropping down slowly. So this is more of a, I'm going to sit here and watch these kind of thing. And basically, I sit there, watch them. When it gets to 1 or 2, I turn it off, let it go back up. So there's a lot of AFK involved in pretty much everything we're doing. Blood magic, we've got to wait for the blood. Bees, we have to wait for the bees, and that we have to wait for those. So I do have a lot of waiting to go, but actually, it's actually okay because I've got 3 things that I'm waiting on. Instead of just waiting for one and then waiting for another one and then waiting for another one, I'm waiting all at the same time. So these next few episodes might not be too exciting because obviously there is a lot of waiting time for me. So it's a little bit difficult to make things interesting. But hopefully, once we get the genetics lab and everything set up, that will be amazing, and I genuinely can't wait for that. Because I said I'd get into bees last episode, but I didn't. Not properly anyway. I also want to make one last thing for the end of this episode, which I believe I have. I just have to find it. Yeah. So we need 2 leather, 2 gold, and 2 thermometers. I can't remember how. Okay, so that works. I didn't realise that I'd actually done this thing. So we need 2 gold and leather, right? We don't actually have any leather, but that's fine, we can sort that out. Bucket of water, flint, and rotten flesh. Is there any other way that we can actually turn that into leather? I don't think there is there? Well, we can use mana infusion. Actually, do we have a chemistry kit set thing? I don't think we do we? How hard is it to make? Botania, and it is that block. Mana pearl, living rock, gold, brainstones. We could do this. Do we have any living rock? We don't. But I can make some. Right, we should have everything we need to make us some sweet leather. So let's go over here, and luckily we've got this little passive mana generation thing over here, so that's something we don't need to worry about. And there we go. And you know what, I'm going to turn as much of this into it as I can, for the pure fact of I can, and it's basically drained no mana. So the last thing that I wanted to make this episode are goggles of revealing. Now we can actually put goggles of revealing in our bound helmet, but I'm not too sure how. We may have to do some weird ritual of unbinding to unbind it. Honestly, no idea. I don't know if we can even bind it. Maybe we can. Let's try, because this is the ritual of binding, right? So let's try that and that, preferably without the magnet, it may help. So that I did a thing, I don't know if it went well. I literally have no idea if this is going to work. Holy shit, it did. Oh shit. It got rid of everything on it. It worked. However, it didn't work in the way I wanted it to. I may have to revert this helmet, but basically the goggles are revealing. Actually no, I can't because I need them. I might see if there's a way to do everything. I might have to make a brand new helmet. But yeah, with the goggles of revealing, we can see everything perfectly. So we don't have to worry. I don't know what's glowing there. We don't have to worry about not being able to see everything. We can see it all perfectly. And if I just turn... How do I turn that off? There we go. Yeah, we can see everything absolutely brilliantly. I do do love the goggles of revealing. It just helps so much. Hopefully there's a way I can do it. I don't know, I'll have to have a look. But I'm going to end this episode here. So hopefully between this episode and next, I'm going to get some more AFK done. Yay, fun. Maybe get some more things set up. But who knows? So I want to say thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.